Business people in the East African Community, the Common Market for Eastern and Southern Africa COMESA, and the South African Development Community SADC Countries, who have had challenges in transacting business with others in the Republic of South Africa due to high tariffs, now have a reason to smile. South Africa has opened its market to other regional blocs by joining the free trade area of the East African Community, COMESA and SADC.
You recall that nearly 8 years ago, the Tripartite head of states met here in Kampala to expeditiously establish a single free trade area of the three recs, building on the acquis and consolidate tariff liberalization. That was 8 years ago.
South Africa's Minister of Trade and Industry, Dr. Rob Davis, signed the agreements with the EAC, COMESA and SADC countries at a tripartite meeting in Kampala, Uganda.
For producers in East Africa, there will be access to the SACU, South African Customs Union market, including, of course, South Africa. We're part of that. For tea, coffee, cut flowers, all kinds of products that I know over the years I've heard producers in this part of the world asking for better access and preferences in the South African market as part of the SACU market.
The Minister of Trade, Industry and Cooperatives Amelia Kyambadde signed on behalf of Uganda.
Deeper integration would provide a much-needed source of export diversification away from the commodities, minerals, and hydrocarbons that African countries are so disproportionately reliant upon.
The Secretary General of the East African Community, Liberat Mufumukeko, chaired the Kampala meeting.
This larger market will lead to lower prices and diversified goods, thus improving the well-being of the people of the region and creation of jobs for our youth.
After ratification of the agreements, business is expected to increase in the regional blocs due to slightly favorable tariffs.
The business people are looking to you with a hope that sooner rather than later they'll be having an open market of over 632 million people with little obstacle to the movement of goods and business persons in the region.
The Tripartite Free Trade Area will create a large and integrated market of 26 countries with a combined population of 650 million people and a GDP of $1.5 trillion.
I believe that a functioning free trade area should be in place before the end of this year, but it cannot happen unless a tripartite tariff liberalization regime is in place. Only Egypt has ratified the agreement, but you know that at least 14 countries must ratify the agreement before it comes into force.
Out of the 26 countries, only 18 have so far signed the pact, pending ratification. Jingo Francis, NTV.